Hi everyone, I'm back. This time I'm not going to cook banana cake or any cake for that matter, but I'm going to cook something different. And I'm going to do fish fillet. And these are the ingredients that I have for fish fillet. I have 4 slices of white fish. I have lemon. I have breadcrumbs. I have, of course, salt and pepper and also flour. Okay, so for the flour, I have only 4 teaspoonful of flour, and of course, not to be forgotten, are 2 eggs. Okay, so to be able to do the fish fillet, like the fish fillet is really something I like. I have tasted this in some restaurants and I was really asking how to make a fish fillet because it really tastes really good. And I find it something like healthy instead of eating, meat, pork, or chicken. Fish will be a good thing to really consider when you are doing your diet for avoiding, cholesterol. So here, I will start, doing something. How to start with the preparation. And you see here, I did not show to you. This is lemon. This is half lemon, and I have going to squeeze the lemon to get the juice. See, this is squeezing the lemon so that you will have to filter the seeds and all the other things that you don't need when you are going to prepare your fish. So here's now the lemon juice. The lemon will give your fish some kind of taste of kick. It will give you really a very good taste. So let me first drain the little water that's here. Then I put the lemon. So I will let the lemon stay for at least 10 minutes so that the taste of the lemon will be in the fish itself. 10 minutes will do already. I will just keep on turning it later. So that's it. So I will leave it. That's it for now. For the other things, like the flour, I'm going to mix half glass of water in the flour later. After I have mixed the the pepper and then some salt, a little salt. It depends on how you wanted yourself, your food to be. Would it be salty or not so salty at all? So it will depend on your choice on how you're going to prepare your food. So you will notice probably that I'm wearing a sweater. Probably you will ask, why am I wearing a sweater? It's actually very hot outside here in Dubai. It's around more than 40 degrees, and that's why most of the time we stay inside the room because of the hot temperature outside. It's not good. It's really not friendly, most especially to those of my age. So I keep on cupping, when I go outside. So here, while waiting for the fish to marinate, so I said it's 10 minutes. Afterwards, I'm going to slice this. So meanwhile that I'm waiting for the fish to marinate, okay, I will get back to you afterwards. Okay, I'm back. Now I'm sure the fish is well marinated. So So what we're going to do next is going to cut the fish into small slices. It depends on how big you want the slice to be. So be sure that your knife is sharp enough so that you will not destroy the strand of the fish, and you have a good cut of the fish. So here I'm cutting the fish as big as this, 2 fingers. Okay, 2 fingers like this, so that when you fry it, it's going to be easy for you to fry, and also when you are going to eat it later, it's going to be kind of crispy after frying. You know, white fish is not really my fish, the type of my fish, but when I learned about how to cook white fish, then I just had this kind of feeling of why not do it myself, because for me white fish is nothing, it's tasteless. I tried it before. We tried to grill it, and it was really bad. You know, I don't like the taste of white fish, and also at the same time, when I have eaten them in a restaurant, I don't find them really, appetizing. But when my friend taught me how to do this, then I said, oh, why? It's a very delicious thing to eat, so why not try and do it myself? So here we're done with the slicing of the fish. So this amount of fish will really be good for 2 servings. It depends on, of course, it depends on how your appetite on the fish that you're going to prepare. But for me, this amount of fish is good for 2 meals already. So we have already sliced the fish. So we now prepare, the ingredients that we're going to have to cook the fish. So we have 2 eggs, of course. We break the egg. There you are. The eggs though I bought are just medium size, so probably I think this would be enough. 2 eggs would be enough. So mix the egg, and at the same time you put a little salt. I have already put a little salt on the fish, but this one will give the fish more taste, because you see white fish are really tasteless. So your way of putting the ingredients, the proper ingredients, the salt, and of course the pepper I mean, will add more, a kick on the taste of the fish that you're going to prepare. So here you are. Okay, so I think this is done, and now I have my water. Okay, I'm going to mix the water to the flour. I think half a glass is more than enough. So I mix the water and the flour, but I think it's not really that watery at all. Why do we have a flour? Of course, to make the fish crispy. It's usually, those who are cooking dish like this use flour, really. It will add flavor also to the fish. See? You know, doing these things is only one part of, or a way of, you know, taking sometimes the boredom of living. It is our vacation now. The vacation has already started. It started last 4 days ago. And to stay at home is boring. I don't really like to go out. I stay home as much as possible. One thing is the heat. You know, you just couldn't imagine how hot it is outside. And also, of course, the fact that we have still problem of COVID-19. Though Dubai, really lucky we are here, that the government was able to, you know, address the problem somehow. They're so strict, and the number of infections every day are going down. Life here in Dubai, like it's already around almost normal, though people are required to wear mask, social distancing, and also we are always you know, reminded to wash our hands every now and then. Before, even the taxis are having this plastic, you know, partition between the customer and the driver. Now, starting I think the other day, they have already taken it away, which means that things are getting better, really. So now I'm going to mix. I hope the mixture is good. Let me see if the taste is good, like the salt and the pepper. Salt is not yet enough. You know, the amount of salt you put, I don't really give measurement. You know, when I cook, I always have this, you know, doing things, you know, putting salt and even pepper depending on the taste. Because you see, I really am a guy who doesn't like to cook salty food. If someone is going to cook my, say for example, my soup, you know, they'll find probably my soup like, not so tasty because of less salt that I put. And also I don't use, what you call this, like magic syrup or vitsin or whatever to make the food more tasty. I avoid those things because I don't believe in them. So you could make your food tasty. It depends on the amount of salt, the amount of pepper that you use, and then of course how you mix these things. So now I'm done with the mix. So what I'm going to do is pour the fish. Okay, I'm going to drain the lemon, excess lemon from the fish. So here, I'm going to put this now here, and this is now the mixture that is going to be ready for frying afterwards. So to make it more better, I'll have to marinate it again for a little while, probably for another 10 minutes, so that the flavor of the egg and the other spices will be in the fish. So I'll get back afterwards when I start already doing the other part of the cooking. One of the things I do, you know, when I'm cooking, I don't wait for things to be done to us, you know, the things I have used and even the area. I always see to it that while I'm waiting for something, I clean the area. So this is what I'm doing right now. You know, it's nice to work in an area that is neat, that is tidy and clean. So that's why I'm washing things now. I'm washing my chopping board. Let it drip. Okay. And afterwards, wipe them. I mean. You know, I'm not a cook actually, but I'm learning how to be one. I hope I could learn more recipes in the future, because you see, as we age, they say, I'm no longer young. To keep my mind occupied, I have to do something. If you notice, I posted a picture of the arrangement of the plant the last time. Actually, it did not come to my mind that there are things like that, but when I was sitting down alone, you know, I was thinking, what will I do? What are the things I could do to make, you know, my place a little bit tidy, beautiful? So I have thought of doing some things. I made, you know, that arrangement, and really the result was good, because the small area of the sala looks really very presentable, and I find this activity, you know, like rewarding in terms of providing yourself the kind of feeling of, aha, I have accomplished something that is not the usual thing I do. Of course, I'm a teacher, so teaching is my job, and at the same time, an administration guy in the college, so I do all these things. But this time around, when it is vacation time, I have to think of something that I can do aside from the things that I do. So this cooking thing is just one part of the activity I have thought about when I have nothing to do at all. You have noticed that I wipe things after you know, washing. I put them in the right place. Okay. So that after you have done things, it will look neat and clean while waiting for the fish to marinate with the egg and the baking powder. So things are actually placed in the right places, or properly organized, so that when you finish cooking, everything is in the right places and in order. So here you are. I wipe them. Okay. This is my reliable fruit squeezer. It's a little bit old already, but still very much usable, and it serves its purpose. Almost every day it is being used to squeeze the lemon, oranges for the blend that we are making. We are always fond of drinking blends like carrots, like cucumber, like what you call this, banana with orange, combination of orange, banana, and this morning I did actually made a combination of banana, orange, and what you call dates. It was so delicious. It was so delicious. So now we're done. So things are good and tidy. So probably our fish is ready for frying. Okay, here we are. This is the fish now. It looks nice. Okay, does it look watery? I think it's okay. So I'm going to prepare the breadcrumbs now. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put some amount of breadcrumbs in the bowl here, because I'm going to roll later the fish on the breadcrumbs. Here we are. So while I'm preparing the oil, let us pause for a while. Okay, I'm now preparing the cooking pot, the small one. I'm using the small one because when you put the oil, don't be, for me, using the big one is not really very helpful, because when you put your oil, at least when you will be able to maximize the use of the oil when you deep fry. So use only the small one. You see, doing this video is still very kind of elementary probably to some, because I don't even know how to edit the video. So I hope by this week I will learn already how to put videos together. I have a lot of videos actually that I wanted to post, but I still don't know how to edit the videos. So this time I'm free. Have the time to do that. There's so many things I can do this week. I'm planning even to clean my what you call this, my DSLR, because it's a little bit, you know, cloudy inside. So I have to clean it so that the pictures will be good again. My DSLR is not really that you know, current or very new, but it's still really very, very good in terms of the picture that it is taking. So I'm going to, by the way, the oil you're going to use, it depends on you. I'm using canola oil. I don't know if this is good. It depends on what kind of oil you are using. So I'm going to pour now the oil into the pot, just enough to deep fry the fish. Okay, so like this amount of oil in the pot will do already. And now we prepare for once it is hot, you will see that you have to prepare, you know, you have to wait for the oil to have a little, you know, smoke. It means that it's already hot. Don't put your fish when it's not yet hot. It has to be hot at least. I couldn't say really how hot, but just, you see, you wait for the oil to at least show some smoke in it. You know, this video thing that I'm doing is not just about, you know, showing off probably what I'm doing. It's about, you know, showing, making myself also feeling comfortable, feeling exposed to things, most especially to the social kind of thing. And you know, people who are not used to do this probably will become nervous. Sometimes I feel nervous, you know, doing a video. So if you notice sometimes that I feel nervous, please, my forgiveness, but this is the only way that I could probably be more adept in doing things, through social media. So I'm going to post this in YouTube. So I'm going to, hoping that you're going to watch it and learn from this. This is a simple things probably for most who are really good in cooking, but for those who are learning also to cook like me, this will be a nice thing. So I'm going to start with the frying of the fish. So you will notice that I have prepared these breadcrumbs. Then this is the fish already. So what we're going to do is to roll the fish on the breadcrumbs. like this. Okay. Make the breadcrumbs thick on the fish. Okay. So that when you put it on the oil, later it is going to be crispy. When you eat it, it's going to be crispy, and at the same time it's going to be succulent, because white fish is very soft. So when you fry it properly with the proper breadcrumbs, amount of breadcrumbs on it, it's going to be great. So here, this is now our cooking. Sorry, I have to fix. Okay. So here we are. So now the oil is hot. Okay, did you see that? It's great. So roll again. And we put it there. Please don't make your fire so hot. Not so hot, because you will burn your fish. Make it a little bit. Put it in a medium, temperature. Did you hear that? The sound is really good. See? It's quite a kind of, I think I have to reduce the fire. It easily gets, very brown. I want it to be cooked properly. Okay, there you are. Okay, so that's it, my friends. So here we are now cooking. Later on, when the fish will become more brownish, then it's going to be ready to be taken out of the pot. So that's it. So I hope that you have learned something about this thing that we have done today, and hopefully on the next video that I'm going to make, you will going to again watch it, and this time please do like and subscribe to my video. Thank you so much.